let's stick here with today's Life app, and we want to talk about integrity. Integrity is very important in every arena of life, leadership or otherwise. And I want to read this from Proverbs 10. This is found in the Message translation. I kind of like the way he's put this. Honesty lives confident and carefree, but shifty is sure to be exposed. I like his nicknames there. Honesty lives confident and carefree, but shifty is sure to be exposed. An evasive eye is a sign of trouble ahead. You know, the Bible says a lot about integrity. And here's another statement. The integrity of the upright will guide them, but the perversity of the unfaithful will destroy them. Proverbs 11:5 says, the righteousness of the blameless will direct his way aright, but the wicked will fall by his wickedness. You know, basically what it's saying is when there's a lack of integrity within the person, it will create the demise. It's that person's own demise. You know, it's not the judgment of God. It's that the very same characteristics inside of you, whether it's deceptiveness or lying or just whatever it may be, it will produce your own demise at some juncture in your life. You know, I just want to talk about a few things that are very important when it comes to integrity, some rules for life. Integrity builds trust. Over an extended period of time, you need to do what is right. When you make mistakes, you do what is right. This doesn't mean you can't make mistakes. It means you respond right when you make mistakes. That is, you take ownership. One of the questions I've asked Joan a number of times is that when our marriage has made it, we've been through this 4 years, just a credible journey, really. One that is a very deep valley where you learn more than ever before. One of the things I'd never want to do is exchange what I've learned in the valley. I wouldn't want to impose that valley on anybody else, but it's certainly worth it in what you learn. But one of the things I've asked Joan is, I said, would we have stayed together if I hadn't taken ownership? She said, absolutely not. It was because you took full ownership and made a full commitment to make amends. That's what made the difference, and it did, and she has been awesome as well. Mark Twain said, always do right. This will gratify most people and astonish the rest. You know, integrity has a high influence value. Here's a little story. I thought it was kind of funny. A father was explaining ethics to his son, a father in business, who was about to go into business. Suppose a woman comes in and orders $100 worth of material. You wrap it up and give it to her, and she pays you with a $100 bill. As she goes out the door, you realize she has given you $200 bills. Now here's where the ethics come in. Should you or shouldn't you tell your partner? Well, I think that father had a little misguided view of integrity. And, you know, we need to model that integrity. And by the way, where you learn it from your parents. And if your parents modeled it in the right way, you will experience that integrity in your own life. You will certainly value it. Integrity, it facilitates a high standard in our life. And that high standard is something that people are drawn to. You know that? And it also builds a solid reputation, not just image. What's interesting is I started a business after exiting my work at the Miracle Channel and building a national television network. And, you know, I had people come to me right away, which I discovered very interesting in considering all the circumstances. And they said, you know what, we've known you for years, and we've watched you succeed, and we've watched you operate in integrity, and we believe you're going to do the same today. And they became my clients and began to give their business to me. As a matter of fact, it was quite a large number. And that business has become quite successful, continues to the present. You know, Ryan has taken a greater role in that, but it's continued to the present. It'll build a solid reputation. And it means living myself with integrity before others, before I can influence others. That's what it means. It means building a life of integrity so that I can be an influence to others. Well, today's Life app, integrity is vital to a life of success.